There are 10 mistakes that most students make that cost them their results. And I made these mistakes in my 200 level second semester, and it cost me up to 5 A's. And if you don't pay attention to them, they are most likely going to read you with a perfect CGPA, and I don't think that's what we want. Anyways, let's get into it. So, the first one, not going when you see mistakes inside of your script. I made this mistake in my 200 level. One question like that, and I refuse to go and correct it for very stupid reasons, which I'll talk about later. But like 1 mark in university can save you from having B, talk less of 3 marks. Meanwhile, I was there dancing around, knowing fully well that I had 5 marks that did not add to my scripts. And so, whenever you see a mistake in your script, make sure you go and correct it. Don't leave the mark there to be dancing around this guy. You see that okay, this thing is meant to be 12, they put 10. Go and correct it. Even if it's meant to be 12 and it's 11, go and correct it. You don't know what that 1 mark will do for you. If it's meant to be 15 and you're seeing 11, no, go and correct it. This isn't secondary school. If you lose those marks, you don't know what can happen. So make sure you always correct your script when you see mistakes in it. And then the second point is linked with this first point. Don't listen to the man said no. That is the reason why I actually did not go and correct that my script, because they were saying that the man is not answering anybody, and that's how I refused to go and correct the script. So then after my exam for that course, I was like, the way this exam went, it's like as if I'll get B, and it was a 3 unit course. I went to the man's office and he was like, why didn't I bring this thing saying that he would help me to correct it? But by this time it's already late. So make sure you go and meet the man or the woman by yourself. Don't listen to the man said this, the man said that. Let the man look you in the eyes and tell you, no, I'm not correcting it. Get out of my office. That kind of thing. Don't listen to they said this, they said that. Let them say it to your face. Always make sure you go. Don't listen to what everybody else is saying. Then my third mistake was not caring about my test scores. In my 200 level second semester, I was feeling like a baddie. I don't know what I was really doing in my life. But anyways, I was not paying attention to my test scores, and it showed. Not this rubbish that you tell yourself sometimes that you be like, don't worry, I will clutch it up in exam. I can never forget that time like this. Inside my test 2, I can never forget question 7, Rayleigh dimension analysis. I was discovering topics inside exam. I was not coming for class now, so everything was very somehow. So my scores were very, very rubbish. And by the time exam came for that particular course, I actually did very well in the exam, but I actually got B. Why? My test scores were already rubbish. I had already been kicked out of the game, irrespective of the fact that I did very well in exams. It's better for you to ensure that your test scores are good, so you know that you're not fighting for much. So the fourth one is being lackadaisical to your practicals. If you're 100 level, you're doing like physics and chemistry practical, and then 200 level, you still be doing a few practicals here and there. Even 200 level, I'm still doing practicals here and there to 500 level. Your practicals, no matter how small they seem, all of them are nothing less than 1 unit, and 1 unit can deny you from your A. That's just the truth. So you must always pay attention to it. That's another problem I had in my 200 level. Like, I was not paying attention to my practicals, and there I was there seeing B. It's something you can easily get an A at. So like, there's two sides of practical. There's the one that you'll be doing it in the lab, but they want you to submit it there and then. For that one, see the people that you know that these people know what they are doing. These people are okay in the head. They are not mad, and they'll be very fast. I also pray to God to guide you to go and say to the right people. Before you know it, like this, they will just ruin your life if you don't stick to the right. But if you're in the case whereby you don't choose your group, then just pray to God that your group will be able to finish. If you're in the second type of group whereby you have to go and write your practical in the hall and bring it back in a few days, start writing your practical that night or at least the next day, so that the day of submission you'll not be there rushing and you go and dub nonsense, so that things will be so much easier for you and you won't have to be so frustrated. So then the fifth one is not knowing the classworks and assignments to prioritize. I can never forget in my 200 level, I checked my test score and I saw 4 over 30. It shocked you? It shocked me too. And what happened? That particular course, I knew that we were not doing tests, and then I was not really submitting all my classwork for that course, because we used to submit classworks and those were our tests, but I could not really submit most of them. And so there I was with having 4 over 30 course. I did not prioritize it enough to do well in it. Even the course I'm doing this particular semester, the man did not really explain how he had lost his marks. Only for us to finish test, and his study was that this test you wrote is 10 marks. All the assignments you submitted at the beginning of the semester is 5. I'm going to God, I opened my portal and I saw 13. Why? Because I prioritized my assignments and classworks. I know that there's some lecturer that they give some assignments that don't even in any way relate to their course, but be sure to know the assignments and the classworks that you should pay attention to. Those things will really help you, in energy maximization and prioritization, which I talked about in my video by this side. And also, by the notes, please, if you're getting anything from this video, please be sure to actually I've spent 48 hours trying to do this video, and I put a lot of effort into making sure this video provides as much value as possible. So I really appreciate if you actually like this video and comment what was the best part. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. so I can know that okay, I'm doing at least one good thing on this channel. So then the sixth one, benefits of knowing your lecturer. In the university, when they're marking your exam script, you won't be seeing it. You won't know when they're marking your exam script. It won't be there. But if you know your lecturer, you go to your lecturer and ask them, sir, please, we're here, and here. I don't understand this part. You'll be able to explain to you. And when you see the test question, say, 11? No, this girl, she's very serious. You go and bring out your assignments. And for you know that your 11 is turned to 13, turned to 14. How? Why? Because the man knows that you're a serious student, knows that you're taking his course very seriously. And he's ready to even back you up, even when you're not even there. Just having a close relationship with your lecturer, there's so many benefits to it, but let's not go too deep into it today. So then, next one is never correct your script late. You know, like I said before in point 1 or 2, the reason why the man could not correct me at this thing because I came too late. You know, so anytime you see a problem on your script, no matter what it is, ensure that you always correct your scripts on time. And then the next tip is actually PPP. Practice. This tip is mainly for engineering students. There was a particular test this semester that I did not start reading on time. I started reading that morning, and it was no shocker that I started mixing up the formulas inside the exam hall. If I had practiced more and read more before the test, I would have been able to answer them more comfortably. Make sure you practice those questions and even practice solving it over and over and over again. Not because you want to cram it or anything, but because you want to learn the formulas and learn the techniques that can make this thing a whole lot easier for you. So that is one thing you should ensure that you employ. Remember, it's PPP, practice. So then in the ninth one, of course, do PQ. Those people in my school, they do PQ because they are hoping that PQ will come up, but I say do PQ so that you can understand the structure of questions that you're going to see inside the exam hall. Because if you do PQ and then the exact PQ comes out, that will actually be very mad. But in the case whereby you know that the lecture does not repeat PQ, you can just understand, okay, this is how they set questions, this is where it can come from, and all that kind of thing. And doing that PQ can help you to also practice active recall. It helps you to draw what you know from your memory and actually write it down, which is very, very good if you're going to ensure that you practice active recall. And then the last one, and it's definitely not the least, but notice your struggles on time and speak up. So then this particular I was doing this semester, I was like, hey, my scores are looking low. And I told you my 200 level, I had a B in a particular course. Even my last semester, I had a B, and it was very, very annoying. So I talked to one of my friends about it, and then he was just like, okay, what you should do is that you go and meet the lecturer so that he can tell you, okay, what you can do better and everything. And then that kind of thing, it just instills in the mind of the lecturer that okay, this person is actually very serious. And from that point, I noticed that my scores in that particular practical started improving. Even a particular course that's some things I'm more interested in. I spoke up on time that I don't really understand it, and people said that I should just go and try visualizing and watching videos on the topic. So that is noticing your problems on time and speaking up about it. Not the one that you don't know a particular course and then the day before exam you're telling somebody to teach you everything. Everything. How? Everything. When? God help us, sha. Anyway, so I think that's about everything. We've come to the end of this video, guys, and I'm about to actually go into my exams like in the next few weeks. And if you're also about to get into your exams, there's a video here by the side that actually a full exam kit on everything you need to do to ensure that you maximize your exams and get the best results that you're meant to get. So without believing you guys, wishing you guys the best that life has to offer. Thank you guys so much for 88 subscribers. Like I've grown so much this month. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys so much. Wishing you the best that life has to offer. What I succeed, and I'll see you guys another day on this channel. So you guys listen. This is what happens when you record a video 3 times.